Hey YouTubians, Miss Coop, how are you? Good to see you again. Today, I want to talk about saving money. Now, why would I want to think about saving money at this particular juncture? Because one, it is the beginning of the year. It's February. That being, I'm going to tell you a little story. Okay, last year, I think I ate out for lunch every day that I was at work. Some days I would have breakfast and lunch. Breakfast was about $8. Lunch was about $9.22 because I love that Kosey salad. The signature salad. It's got the fruits and the pistachios, cranberries and everything. I promised myself when the new year came that I was going to pack my lunch as often as I possibly can. It is February. It is the middle of February, and I have managed to pack my lunch every day. I want to challenge you to do the same to save money. If you did the math, you'll see that I was paying about $8 for breakfast and about $9 and some change for lunch. Sometimes 10 if I decided to have a drink, like a soda or something. So that's approximately $18 to $20 a day. And if you do the math on that, oh my goodness. And then if you counted 5 days a week for 52 weeks, do the math on that as well. Anyway, I'm going to show you some of the things that have allowed me to be more successful with packing my lunch. Now what I've done is I have assembled some of the foods that I put together for my meals for the day. That's my breakfast and my lunch. So why don't we just go ahead and get to it. It's a series of breakfasts that I put together for myself. I normally will take some of my mini wheats here and I'll put it down into a bowl. And I'll pour my almond milk over it when I get to work. Now, how do I assemble this? Because one of the primary concerns that I had when I was putting together or packing my lunches, I had to keep it simple. It had to be a series of grab-and-go meals. So, what was easy to me was to take a container like this here. This is the Ziploc storage containers. See that? All right, and the top screws on. And I would take and fill this bowl right here with my mini wheats. Okay, and then I would fill the other bowl where it says, I put like a half a cup of almond milk in there. I would pour my milk over my cereal in the morning and pop it in the microwave when I got to work. Okay. The other thing is sometimes when I know I'm going to want some oatmeal or some steel oats, I will make me some steel oats on Sunday. And I would make enough for 5 containers. Again, this is the container that I would put it in, along with a little bit of almond milk, a little sugar, okay, or some sugar substitute. It depends on how I'm feeling at the time. And I'll put some sugar substitute in here, along with some flaxseed, ground flaxseed that is. And I would pop that in the microwave when I got to work as well. The next thing is I would have, or I would have 2 boiled eggs. I would pack 2 boiled eggs. They'd already be peeled, boiled and peeled. And I would season it, because I would put it into the little snack container, and I would season it with this Creole seasoning, which made for a very good meal. The other thing for breakfast is I would make some egg beaters, and what I would do is pour a little of this, about a 1/4 cup of egg beaters, into, again, my little container. These little things are wonderful. Into my little container, and I can cook it right here in this container right here. And then also, the last thing, if I'm not feeling too hungry, I'll get 2 of these waffles right here. And in one of my smaller containers, as you can see, one of my smaller containers, I would put some strawberry or peach jam in that container, and I would go. Okay, I'd always have myself some orange juice before I leave, and I like the freshly squeezed orange juice, so I'll go to the Amish market and I grab a container of this every week. Freshly squeezed orange juice is a little bit more expensive, but I happen to like it. It's very good. It tastes wonderful. The next thing that I do is I will pack my frozen meal, and normally what I'll do is I will take this out of the container and place it into my little lunch pail here, and you can see down in there. Or again, I have my little gourmet meals, or I would have my my soup. Now, funny thing about all of these meals is it's not your cooking. Please understand, it is not your cooking. So I like to spice it up with a little bit of this chipotle Tabasco sauce. Very good on any of these items right here. Any of these items, very good. It'll make for a very satisfying lunch, along with a piece of fruit afterward. And of course, I try to make it as healthy as possible when I am preparing or grabbing my food for lunch. The other thing that I like to do is, of course, you like your meal to look good and everything. So a lot of times I will also pack some nice silverware. Now, don't be fooled, because this is not metal. This is plastic. See that? Plastic. But of course, spoon looks like, but it's plastic. And of course, I like to have some nice napkins to wipe my mouth. It's all about the presentation and how you like to have your meals. So again, this container right here, this Ziploc container, can be the holy grail with making your lunches and taking them to work. Sometimes you can crack open a can of chili, put half the chili in one container, put the other half in another container for the next day. Very easy, very grab and go. It is the way to save money. I advise you all to go out and purchase yourself a nice, pretty little container for hauling your lunches around, because again, if it is convenient, you will do it. On average, lately I've been saving approximately $20 a day at the most. On average, $10 to $12 a day. I challenge you to grab your lunch, make it as simple as possible. As they always say, keep it simple, sweetie. So, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to put your questions down in the bottom, and I'll be happy to answer those. The goal of this is to save money, and also you can control the ingredients of your foods. And as you get better with packing your lunches and taking them, you'll find that this process gets easier and easier. You'll know what to do when you go to the grocery store and purchase foods to take to lunch. I only purchase mine 5 days at a time, so that I can change my meals up as I go along. Again, challenge you to take the time and pack your lunch, and let me know how much money you saved if you decided to take the challenge. In the meantime, I want to thank you all for keeping the sisters strong, and keep in touch. Thanks.